We are live.
Live.
From CamperMart in Telford. We couldn't come here without speaking to the people who make this show what it is. Our first guest today, director of SavvyVan, Simon Knight. And, you know, by the wonders of modern technology, by which I mean if I've remembered to put fresh batteries in the wireless stuff. Simon, good afternoon.
Am I on?
You are on, yeah.
Look at building the air attention like that.
That's amazing.
Will it work?
Working.
Won't it work?
Welcome to the Sunday Social.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about SavvyVan.
So SavvyVan was created from, I think, the need of something a bit nicer within your camper vans for your control panels. So you walk around and you see multiple panels giving minimal data and buttons that don't really do very much in your van sometimes. So we wanted to customise the entire experience so that you can see just what you've got in your van. You can customise it to you and not have to take a stock product that then doesn't work for you.
What level of customisation can you get to? Because when you talk about having things in your van that kind of don't mean anything, do you basically do an install of stuff that does mean something?
Yeah, so you could take one of our panels and you could have one button in the middle that turns something on and off. If that's what you wanted to have, that's what you can have. Then you can also take it the other direction and you can have a screen full of up to 8 different buttons which are customised to your build, which have nice icons, they've got nice names. You can have weather on it, you can do battery management using shunts, so multiple size shunts available. You can have water management, gas management. It's endless.
So this is a touchscreen panel then?
It is, yep.
Got it. I worked that bit out.
Well done.
Yeah.
This is your kind of thing, Barry. I mean,
it's my bag.
Do you want to go off grid, particularly?
No, not especially. No. But I think talking about what you have there, or those sorts of things, I can understand how that would be useful. You know, if you want to sort of check what the weather's going to be outside, or even what it is before you've opened the door of the van, you could potentially do that, right?
Yeah, of course.
You could see how much water's left in your tank. See how much gas is left in your tanks, that sort of thing?
Yeah, but you can go further than that. So what you can also do, so in my own van I've got an underslung gas tank. You see lots of people climb under the vans to turn on the gas tank or emptying the grey waste, where you've got to again climb under and open up the taps. So we again put solenoids on them or remote valves where you can open them up from the touch of a button. So you don't need to climb under your van. You know, I put my heater on in the morning, I press a button, and it's on, and you're done.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Well, but sorry for my naivety and potentially ignorance, but this is the sort of thing you'd expect in your house. You know, you want to switch your central heating on, you press the button that switches your central heating on.
Yeah, there's an app for that. Yeah.
There's an app for it. So actually, why should we have anything different in our camper vans than we expect at home if you have a certain standard of living? You know, I know, Barry, you may like to use the tradesman's entrance and turn taps on and off and stuff, but the rest of us like luxuries. I mean, are they described as luxuries now, Simon?
All essentials. It's up to you. It depends on the builder and the user.
Yeah.
When did you start SavvyVan?
So it's been going about 4 years. So we've been officially trading just under 2 years now. Quite a exciting 2 years. Been very busy. A lot going on.
So do you do the full shooting match from start to finish? If somebody brought you a panel van, would you convert it, or do you put the luxury / essentials into an already converted van?
So we concentrate on what we're good at. So we're not very good builders. We're good at coding and doing software. Right. So we only do the control panels. However, what we have launched just today is a nationwide fitting service. So if you buy one of our panels online, you can then choose to have it fitted at your house.
And is that one of your guys who will travel, or do you use a network of installers?
So that's actually done by Sunny Side Up, who are also here today.
Okay. There you go. Okay.
Interesting. I find that quite intriguing. Go on.
Where did the name come from, SavvyVan?
Well, it's something savvy and it's in a van. It kind of created itself, really.
Nice and simple that for you, wouldn't it, John?
Would you, Barry, like to have... and this is difficult question to ask you because you have a solar generator and a portable solar panel which powers your stuff. Like it'll run your hairdryer and your straighteners when you're away at a week-long festival.
I use those all the time, you can tell.
What sort of benefit would you have? Because I've got a little tiny solar, they call it a solar generator, but it's just a power pack with a couple of outlets on it. But I have a Bluetooth connection that tells me how much power it's got in it.
Yep.
Okay? But I can go and look at it and press a button and it also tells me how much. Are we at risk of overkill with some of this stuff?
We like to put it all in one panel. It's right in front of you. Yes, you can go on your app, but you've got a panel there doing your switching, doing your water management. So why not add it all in together?
Can you automate it?
So we will be bringing out a new version in the coming months, and in that we're going to start doing logic. So if something happens, what else is next? So we are looking at doing ambience. So we're going to look at LPG. So have you got a leak in your LPG tank? If you've got a leak, then why wouldn't I turn your tank off? I've got the ability to do it. Why don't I make all your lights flash red? So we can put logic in and say, if this happens, what happens next? What do you want to see?
I like the sound of that. Early warning system.
Yeah, well, it's exactly that.
Yeah, great.
Because we're not an LPG detector. That's very important to say.
So is it a specific type of vehicles that you fit panels into, or is it?
Any. Doesn't need to be a vehicle.
Open-ended.
So we can do vehicles, boats, narrow boats, off-grid houses, caravans. If it's got a battery in it, then we work with it.
What sort of money are we talking? Sorry, Barry.
That's all right.
Well, so funny you asked. This weekend we do have an offer. So they're currently going for $259 for the panel. One of the key things that we always like to go on is that we're customizable. So I'm not going to throw in your face that you've got to buy this with full battery management and water tanks and leveling. So you modularize that. So you only need to buy what you need. So for the $259 you get your touchscreen with all your switching, your basic battery management using a volt sensor, weather data, battery management to turn off your switches if your battery gets low. Then you can also expand it out to the shunts, the water tanks, and obviously they've all got an individual price. So we are doing the full kit as well, which start at £530.
Sorry, £530 for a thing that controls the function of everything in my van. If I've got a battery and I've got a gas heater and I was expecting it to be more than that.
But you mentioned levelling as well. It can manage levelling as well, did you say?
Manage what?
Manage the levelling of the van?
Yes, so obviously all our names of our devices are all Savvy.
Yeah.
So that's called Savvy Stance because it looks at the stance of your van. So it's a little sensor that just needs a 12-volt feed and nothing else. You put it relatively level and you say, this is my new level. You tell it the distance between your front and back, left and right wheels. And if you're out by maybe 2 degrees, we can then calculate what that is in centimetres so that you can then go and stick it on a perfect level, look at the screen, yeah, I'm perfect, or maybe I'm 1 centimetre out.
Well, mind's blown.
Yeah.
So if anybody is listening to this at home and wants to find your website and buy online, place an order online, how do they find you?
So you can find us at SavvyVan.co.uk online. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. Or you just drop us an email, info@SavvyVan.co.uk.
Fantastic. Simon, an absolute pleasure to talk to you and find out about your business. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
This is for you, as is customary on the Sunday Social. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Simon Knight, Director of SavvyVan. Find them online and get yourself a panel for all of your power needs.
Yes, indeed.
Well, it's not power needs.
Not just power.
It's the clever stuff, Barry, the stuff I don't understand.
You're not wrong.